Can you change it?
No.
Can't change it, right? So it does you no good to dwell on it. Sometimes we dwell on maybe bad points, but you know, sometimes we dwell on good points, right? How many times have you guys seen players go, they hit a great shot, they're like, give me applause, give me applause, give me applause. They're still thinking about the great shot that they hit, and then before they know it, before they come back, they realize, oh shoot, I just lost the last 3 points, I didn't even realize it, right? So you cannot change what's happened already in the past. So when you play one point, whether it's good, whether it's bad, just know, hey, come back, play again, whatever point is in front of you, you make sure you give 100% focus.
you got to train with Rafa. Tell me a bit about that.
It's really special because you can train with Rafa. I mean, he's my idol, so I always really feel so special to play with him as well, and get to know him as a person. And he really gives me a few tips as well sometimes during training or even off court when I meet him in the gym. So yeah, in Rafa's we have a really good team, and I have a really good team as well, my coach and different help resources, and I think it's really the best for me at the moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kei Nishikori!
Can you change it? No. Can't change it, right? So it does you no good to dwell on it. Sometimes we dwell on maybe bad points, but sometimes we dwell on good points, right? How many times have you guys seen players go, they hit a great shot, they're like, give me applause, give me applause, give me applause. They're still thinking about the great shot that they hit, and then before they know it, before they come back, they realize, oh shoot, I just lost the last 3 points, I didn't even realize it. Right? So you cannot change what's happened already in the past. So when you play one point, whether it's good, whether it's bad, just know, hey, come back, play again, whatever point is in front of you, you make sure you give 100% focus.
I mean, I think for me, the expectation would probably to get at least 3, 4 wins before the US Open, just to, prepare her for the US Open, which I think is probably the target for her and her team. Like they want to get that first slam main draw win, and what better place to do it than the US Open, where she's experienced her most successful, in at the junior level. And definitely there will be a lot of Filipinos in New York cheering her on. So I think if there's any place that for her to get that first slam
Mm.
main draw win, that would be it. So hopefully the tennis gods will give her a good draw for the US Open. Like personally, that's my I would love for her to finally just get that first slam main draw win this year just to cap off her first year on the tour. And I think it's doable. Although, of course, the hard court swing is a bit more challenging because there are so many players who can play on the hard court versus like on the grass, for example, where if you have like just a slight edge of get being more comfortable, moving better on the grass, you would do well, better than most of the other people on the field. But hard court is, I would say, more equal playing field in terms of the rest of the tour. All of them know how to
Yeah.
play on hard courts, right? So yeah, I would say maybe get 3 to 4 wins during the warm up to the US Open and then finally get that main draw win would be a great.
Good. Yeah. I mean, I think that's fair. It's difficult to. Hello and welcome to this Tennis Asia TV live watch along for the US Open first round match between the 2021 US Open champion Emma Raducanu and the Japanese qualifier Ena Shibahara. Just now, they have just walked onto the court and they're about to do the coin toss. So the match will be underway, within 5 or 10 minutes. This is an interesting one because obviously Emma, she has actually been pretty good this year. She's shown more consistent form, and I definitely think she's coming into this in a good place right now. Certainly, obviously, she did very well here in New York back in 2021, winning the tournament amazingly as a qualifier. And yeah, going all the way to do that is obviously incredible, but she, hasn't really matched that any of the expectation that came after that. She actually lost in the first round the last 2 times she's played in this tournament since then. So yeah, lost last year in the first round to Sophia Kenin. Ena Shibahara as well was primarily a doubles player. But last year, she made the decision to focus more on her singles career and actually did pretty well. Culminating in her qualifying for the US Open last year. That was the first time that she got into any of the majors as a singles player. Obviously, she played a lot as a doubles player, being as high as number 4 in the world as a doubles player. But Shibahara, she came through qualifying last year and actually played a pretty incredible match in the first round against Daria Saville. She was down a break as well in the final set and came back to win. I think it was a match that was over 3 hours, maybe 3 hours, 20 minutes, something like that. And, it was a real slog. Ended up losing 6-love, 6-1 to Iga Swiatek in the next round. But, how many players has, even very, very top players, has Iga beaten by that scoreline? But, it's an interesting one because also Shibahara is qualified here again. And this is the first time that she's qualified for a major in singles since then. So it's, she clearly likes the conditions in New York. And she's come through this time, even though she's not had a particularly good season on the hard court, she's come through in straight sets in qualifying. I mean, we can actually show you the results that she actually put together. We'll look at Shibahara's tournament so far, try and get some of that on the screen for you. So, you can see the results there. She's come through 7-5, 6-1 against Kayla Day. And then, 2 tie breaks, tight one there against Raducanu. But, that's tough going. But then she faced this number 6 seed, Grasheva, who had just finished, had a great run in Cincinnati. So, on paper, that was, definitely she was the underdog. Shibahara against Grasheva. Grasheva went all the way to the quarterfinals in Cincinnati. But, and also beat players like Kenin and Mukova there. So she came in very good form, and yet Shibahara dispatched of her, as you can see by that scoreline, 6-love, 6-4. So, I mean, this is good form. And of course, Emma has been in great form herself. I just wonder, though, if perhaps Shibahara is being underestimated a little bit. Raducanu is definitely still the favorite here. I mean, she's obviously feeling in a good place. We've heard, actually, that she beat Sabalenka in a practice set 6-1, dishing out a breadstick to Arina Sabalenka, who comes into this tournament as the number 2 seed. Just practice, but I mean, I think it's still an illustration of, she's playing very well at the moment. She's very consistent, and she's playing like a top 30, top 20 player. Having said that, and she's been good at getting past, first and second rounds. She's been winning the matches that you kind of expect her to win, Emma. But there must be some sort of lingering nerves here, but knowing that she's lost in the first round in the US Open the last 2 times. And, she has some expectation, of course, as a former champion. She's probably got much better at handling that pressure now. But I think with Shibahara, she's going to try and enjoy the occasion. And, it's going to be interesting because Shibahara as well, she's a player that's come through the college system in the US college. She grew up in California, although she represents Japan. She has that sort of competitive edge, that fighting spirit that a lot of players that come through the college system have. So, I don't think it's going to be that easy necessarily for Emma. So, it's definitely an interesting one from that point of view. I mean, we can look through as well. They did actually play each other once before. Actually, we can see that particular head-to-head. We played once before. That was the result there on the screen. Raducanu won 6-1, 6-4. That was in Nottingham on the grass. So quite a while ago, different conditions. Of course, Emma plays very well on grass. And I remember actually watching that match, and Shibahara came back pretty strong actually, and gave her a bit of scare in that second set. So even though she wasn't, she didn't start off well, she fought back and was kept that sort of competitive spirit going. So that's what I was talking about. Shibahara, as I said, she's not, started off really as a singles player. She was playing mostly doubles, and they are actually about to start. But Shibahara, she does, she's done very well for Japan in the Billie Jean King Cup last year. So yeah, I mean, I think she can actually make this competitive. But do I necessarily think she's going to get the win? Probably not. But let's see. It's going to be an interesting one. And it's maybe a good indicator to see where Emma is. I mean, if she comes through this one comfortably, I think that's a good sign for her. So, as the match is now underway, we've got Raducanu up 30-love. And I'm going to get the score up there for you. So it's Raducanu serving, Shibahara receiving. And it's a first serve from Emma Raducanu. It's chipped return. It goes out from Shibahara. So that is 40-love. And yeah, that's an unreturned. Oh, no, it was returned, but eventually Emma gets the point. So she holds to love, 1-love in the first game. So good start from Raducanu. Yeah, so interesting match this is. And it's a big moment here for Shibahara. I mean, her to qualify again, second year in a row. It's great for her. And shows that she does have the abilities as a single player. Coming through in straight sets and qualification, it's great because she hasn't had a particularly great season. So Shibahara to serve. And it is in, first serve. And we are in a rally. Good backhand from Emma Raducanu that draws. That was a deep, flat backhand through the middle from Raducanu that drawed the error from Shibahara. And Shibahara's forehand side. Shibahara's, she got a decent forehand. And obviously she's, with her doubles knowledge, doubles prowess, she is good in the forecourt. I think she does like the quicker surfaces a bit. Perhaps she likes it a bit quicker than at the US Open, which is a bit more of a slower hard court compared to, let's say, the Australian Open. But second serve here from Shibahara. Good return from Emma Raducanu on the backhand side. And they're in a rally now. That was a decent forehand, a bit of injections and pace. And that was a nice drop shot there from Shibahara. Raducanu gets there, but Shibahara's there to finish it off. And that was a really nice drop shot. Really nice feel from Shibahara. Really nice stuff. Yeah, showing she's got a bit of skill there. Good stuff from Emma Shibahara. Oh, that's first serve has gone out, so it will be a second serve. A fairly soft one there. And we are in a rally now, forehand to forehand. But that is the error there from Raducanu. And I have someone here to join me. I've got my co-host here. Alistair is going to join us. He's come in late. Hello, Alistair. How are you doing?
Yeah, fashionably late, I might say. Good morning, I think it is.
Yeah, well, it's good morning in the US in New York, but it's also morning here where we are in Seoul in Korea because it is now 20 past midnight. But that isn't going to stop us watching.
No, all this thing about the US Open starting on a Sunday. It's not. It's starting on a Monday, just like it always is. It is Monday. It is Monday here. I actually had a little bit of trouble getting the stream. I must confess, I'm quite accustomed to getting these streams on probably a less than legitimate source, and I just happened to realize I did actually have the legitimate source for this one.
Yeah.
And having just been back through a load of records, I realized I've been paying 5,500 won a month for about the past 2 years for this, with having absolutely no idea about it.
Well, now you know, and what a better time to know than the US Open. So I've just seen Shibahara hit a double fault there. Don't know where you are in your stream, but that's 30-40 now.
It's brought up a break point. Yeah,
Yeah, 30-40. So we're roughly in the same spot. We should be, because we're
I'm the harbinger of unfortunate events here.
well, Shibahara. I mean, I thought it might have been a good omen for her, because I'm wearing this Uniqlo T-shirt, which is endorsed by Kei Nishikori, so the Japan connection there. So,
Right.
but seems not well.
Well, it's a second serve going now.
Yeah,
It was just about in.
yeah, and of course Radu's good on the return. Oh, and that was a bit of a poor forehand there.
Not even sure if forced the error there, but yeah, weak forehand into the net, and
that.
Well, good start for Emma.
Well, that was after me sort of talking up her forehand. That was a pretty poor one from Shibahara. But yeah, as I said, I mean, obviously this is a big occasion for her. She did play Iga Swiatek last year in the second round after qualifying. She beat Darius Savo in a long match, very long match, over 3 hours in the first round, and then lost with a bagel and the breadstick to Iga Swiatek.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, she's certainly not going to want a repeat of that. But
well, it's a nice volley to start off the trying to break back.
Yeah, that was a nice volley, and of course she's good in that in the forecourt, and she showed earlier on there was a before there was a really nice drop shot that she hit, but yeah, I think
it's a cliche whenever we watch Shibahara to say that she's good at that from her doubles days, but it's a cliche in some cases because it's true.
Yeah, and I think she's going to stay, as I say, like she's got that US college experience. She's not going to wilt away. I think she's going to try and stay positive and try and fight back here. It's always a weird one, I think, when you start off as well, though, in the very first match, because, people are still sort of filtering in. There's not too much of an atmosphere as there might be sort of later in the day. People are just sort of, easing their way into it. So it's not exactly the rowdy crowds of,
I think, I think even noticed that in the smaller tournaments attending in Asia, the first match of the day, everyone's sort of among the audience, all sort of chatting to oneself, finding seats, gradually filling up at every single changeover. Must be a little bit of a weird atmosphere to play in.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be, one of the biggest tournaments. That was a good return, though, by the way, from Shibahara. That forehand return that brought the error from Raducanu. So 15-30. Well, that was a good serve, though, from Raducanu. She goes back inside with a
decent return
forehand. And we are in a rally. Oh,
and that was a very loose backhand into the net.
Yeah, that definitely goes down as I think, an unforced error.
Unforced error. Obviously, pressure on Raducanu too. I mean, hasn't won a match here since that run in 2021. She'll be very aware of that because everyone mentions it all the time.
Right. And she lost last year to Sophia Kenin, who is also a slam champion and maybe really struggled at times to come anywhere near sort of back in that kind of format. But that was a return there that goes long from Shibahara. So you got to feel like she doesn't want to be giving away too many easy points like that, because
no.
Yeah, she had some half chances. So 40-30 here.
Game point.
Will be a second serve, and Shibahara
Yeah,
stepping
and she
inside.
messed up the ball toss on the first one as well, and it wasn't a great toss there. The one that she put in the top of the net.
Oh, it's a decent return from Shibahara, and
It was gone deep,
Oh,
and forced the error there.
Yeah, with the forehand. So maybe feeling her way into the match now. Let's see if she can actually make this pressure count and break back. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we know how well Emma's played, but it's got to be, you're going to feel pressure, I think, and even in, maybe more so against a kind of player that you kind of are quite expected to beat.
Standing just inside the baseline for the second serve. Went for the big forehand, but put it in the crowd.
That was the kind of thing I would have done. That's how bad that return was.
I would have done, but it would have been onto the court next door rather than into the crowd, because there wouldn't have been one. There'd be no sorry and bowing all round. Yeah, big forehand from Emma there, and Shibahara couldn't quite get it into the net, and it's 3-love.
Yeah, it's like obviously, Emma, she is a good runner, good mover, good athlete. Maybe she has that little bit of advantage over Shibahara. Of course, I mean, when you're a doubles player, you don't have to move as much, but yeah, that was a hard one to get to there. But yeah, I mean, it could be a long match, this.
Carlos is arriving.
Yeah, maybe he's turned up to see Emma's match.
Yeah, he's just bringing his rackets, just a sort of just for show.
There's Arena Sabalenka. There's Beatrice.
I think it's at Sabalenka. Obviously, Raducanu played Sabalenka last week, the week before last. Just realizing in that it was equal on games. It was 18 games each. It was just the fine margins, wasn't it?
You're talking about Emma Raducanu against Sabalenka?
Yeah. 7-6, 4-6, 7-6.
Yeah, it was a really tight match, and I think Raducanu actually won like 4 more points overall.
More points, right?
Yeah, but that's in tennis, it doesn't matter. You've got to win the most important.
You've got to win the points that matter. Yeah,
and that's what Sabalenka's so good at doing. Sabalenka, though, did lose, as I mentioned before you came on. She lost apparently 6-1 a set to Raducanu in practice. So
that fan week, public workout. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that on Twitter.
As as much as that is just doesn't really matter because it's just a practice set, but like I'm sure that would have stung for Sabalenka. Well, it starts off love 15 for Shibahara.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is a good indicator. Well, I feel like to be honest, Shibahara has so far. There's a few good plays here and there, but like there's been too many easy points given away, and I think if she's going to have any chance in this, I would have thought she would maybe need to cut some of those out, but then also she probably needs to take the first set, I would say, if she's going to have a chance of winning this.
Manchester United shirt in the crowd. Need less of them. That's a good serve, but it's a great return as well.
Yeah, and Emma's one of the best returners in the game.
Yeah.
But, Shibahara's done well to stay in this rally, though. But then it's
and then forehand again.
Forehand into the net.
Really clawed her way back into the point, and then possibly one of the easiest shots that she had on the point goes in the net.
I wonder if she is actually feeling a bit nervous, Shibahara. I mean, I said
Could well
before that
be.
she, you know, it's they shouldn't have too much pressure because it's, you know, she's qualified. And wow, that was a good forehand there from Raducanu, and
Yeah.
sort of counter punching forehand cross court winner. And it's 15-40, and this could be a short match the way things are going. Raducanu looks locked in. Oh yeah, I mean, it was a decent serve, good return, and
yeah,
the error.
The errors are adding up.
So it's 4-love Emma over Enna. And at this moment in time, it really looks like it's only going to go one way. And I mean, Shibahara, the way things are going, I think she'll be happy to get one game on the board here.
Yes.
Are you going to be watching any of the other matches ahead today?
Today, I'm not sure. I've got a clinic appointment at 10:25 in the morning.
Okay.
It's no, nothing like that. It's my tennis knee is the issue.
Oh,
That's a
right.
very loose shot from Raducanu there, which gives Shibahara the lead in this game, love 15. Yeah, I didn't go last week. I've had this you know, as you get older, everything sort of hurts a little bit. I did play. I was supposed to go to the clinic last Monday. I didn't. I actually played tennis on was it Thursday evening? I got a late call up for some doubles, and I felt okay at the time. But the next day, oh my goodness, I wish I hadn't done that. So I thought, okay, I'll go and get the knee checked up this Monday.
Look after your body, people.
Yeah.
Your knees, you need them. Second serve there from Raducanu is, it's sent out. Shibahara going big. Yeah, I mean, she needs some of those to go in, I think, if she's going to have a chance to get back in this.
17 minutes for the set so far. 4-love, 15 all.
Chip return from Shibahara. Oh, yeah, I was trying to go big again.
Yeah. And too big.
Yeah, way long. Just not feeling it at the moment.
Hmm.
And maybe Raducanu as well, I suppose, you know, with the way she's been playing, is maybe saying outside, you know, not really a contender for the title, but maybe some people feel that she could go far.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see.
I listened to your preview with Leah. You guys were pretty adamant that Swiatek was getting to the final.
I believe so, yeah.
It would be between Sabalenka and Rybakina as her opponent?
Yeah. Yeah, I was there's a forehand error there from Shibahara, so it's 5-love Raducanu. I thought Rybakina, and some people would think that, you know, maybe, you know, her form has been shaky, right? And amongst the seeds, maybe she's one that people don't expect to go far. But I picked her to make the final. Apparently Andy Roddick did as well. So
sorry, pick two to make the final?
Rybakina. So
if you do, I don't like to talk too much betting on this podcast because that's not really what we're about. But if you do fancy a Rybakina versus Swiatek final, you can get 12-1.
Really? Oh, not bad.
Yeah, so I mean, from your point of view, you're basically saying Rybakina versus Sabalenka when they inevitably meet, you're getting 12-1 against her beating Sabalenka, which she's going to do on more than 1 in 12 occasions. So that's not bad. That's a prize.
Yeah. Do I remember though? Is Raducanu? I'm actually confused now. Is Raducanu in Emma's part of the draw? Raducanu's? You got the draw there?
I think I haven't got the draw up. I can get it up very fast.
Yeah. So this has been an extremely one-sided match so far, guys. If you've just joined in, 5-love to Raducanu. Raducanu been playing well, but Shibahara has been making quite a few errors, unforced errors.
Yeah.
But that's probably just what the doctor ordered so far for Raducanu. Given that she's lost the last 2 years.
Well, that's a nice, satisfying put away from Shibahara there.
Yeah, let's see if she can get on the board.
Yeah.
One of our players of the year last year, Tennis Asia, right?
She was indeed, yeah. And that was, I guess, more that the successful transition that it was, winning a fair few matches. Mind you, Moyuka Ichijima was one of our players of the year as well, and hasn't really kicked on this.
Yeah, so we were talking about Moyuka Ichijima because she's in an incredible loss streak since making the quarterfinals at the 1000 event in Madrid. She's lost a whole bunch of matches, and we were talking about that, Leah and I, yesterday. And Danilovic is also struggling. So, I mean, I'm not really expecting it from Moyuka, but perhaps she could maybe get a result and maybe turn things around. But yeah, at the moment, Japanese fans would like something to cheer about. They're not seeing it right now, as Shibahara is now 15-30, potentially about to go down a bagel. Oh, Raducanu there going for the winner,
and missed it.
So perhaps, yeah, we're either 2 points away from a bagel or a game on the board for Shibahara. Or is it 30 all? Oh.
Yeah, well, lovely backhand to set up, not the error, but to force the error from Raducanu. Was going to cover the net, Shibahara. And a game point. Good serve.
Oh, nice forehand winner to finish off there. And she was finally finding her range, Shibahara. So gets a game on the board.
Hit the line on a couple of those ones, yeah.
Louis Armstrong, this is the second stadium in New York at the US Open. I went to the US Open for the first time last year. Louis Armstrong, you can actually still get in the upper tier, some of the seats with a grounds pass. And I actually much preferred Louis Armstrong to the main Arthur Ashe Stadium, it's obviously massive. But Louis Armstrong just feels like, it's just a bit more of a better atmosphere, a bit closer to the court and all that. So it's a good little stadium.
It's like aesthetically, it looks very pleasing as well. If you look at Ashe, I mean, I've never been there, but if you look at Ashe on TV, it looks like a college football stadium. It's just vast, massive bleachers, whereas this looks like a tennis stadium.
Wow!
That's beautiful.
Finally, Shibahara's found a range. Yeah, another forehand winner there. And
she was working Raducanu around the court there. It opened up and then put away the winner.
Yeah, maybe she did come out a little bit nervous and started to relax now. I remember, because I told you, the viewers before, that I actually watched the Raducanu Shibahara match in Nottingham last year. I watched that live, and I remember, it was Raducanu was in top, but then Shibahara sort of came back in the second set and gave her a bit of a scare. So I think it was like she because she'd gone up a set 6-1, and she'd gone up a break or two in the second set, and then Shibahara sort of fight back, so it got a bit shaky there. But so I mean, she's got that kind of spirit in her. I think she won't give up here. Oh yeah, and that's more typical of what we've been seeing.
Yeah, nice backhands. The opportunity comes on the forehand, and it ends up in the net. Nice Nike get up from Emma today, matching red trainers to go. Oh, sorry, shoes to go with the outfit. Purple cap and skirt.
Yeah, sort of maroon color, right? I would call that maroon.
Kind of reminds me of Sheikh Mohammed's racing colors back in the 90s.
Whose racing colors?
Sheikh Mohammed.
Oh.
He was the owner of many of the horses. It's called Godolphin these days, and they run in blue. But no doubt that was Nike's inspiration in this one.
It's 30-all here. Oh, that was a good serve, but it is returned by Shibahara, surprisingly. And oh my goodness. Yeah, so those Raducanu slices, there's been a few that Shibahara's really struggled with. A terrible forehand in response.
Set point.
Yeah, 40-30 set point for Emma Raducanu. Oh, decent return from Shibahara, but is she going to hang in there?
For now.
Well, the net cord almost helping out Shibahara, but Raducanu is able to deal with it, and she takes the first set 6-1.
Well, mature, competent performance from Raducanu. Very, very few errors.
Yeah, and I suppose that was the
do a whole lot.
Yeah, Shibahara hasn't, played, the level that she probably needs to actually trouble Emma, but I think Emma has looked good, and that maybe bodes well for her. I think because obviously last year, I mean, I told you I was at the US Open. I actually was at the match where Raducanu played Sophia Kenin, and that was a 3-setter. Yeah, a bit of a disappointment. And I remember actually, I know a lot of our viewers, I'm not sure if they're watching, are from the Philippines. I remember when I was watching that, Alex Ayala came down to the court to watch that particular match because I spotted her not too far. Yeah. And I remember saying to my friend, well, that's Alex Ayala. Because at that point, I suppose, she was less well known, but I did know who she was. So she was able to just go in there and, sit with the rest of us mere mortals. She probably wouldn't do that nowadays. Maybe not.
I wonder if is she on the early list? The early list for Soul Out yet?
Well, her ranking is not high enough, I don't think, to be on the main list. They did actually release the WTA 500 list for Seoul. Iga Swiatek is on the list. I mean, she promised to come back after she withdrew
play this year,
because of her suspension, right?
She did have reasons for withdrawing last year. We didn't know it at the time, but yeah.
But I mean, I don't think she's gonna. Well, I really wonder if she will play if she does end up winning the US Open, because it's not that far or not that long after this tournament ends. So, Dave, well, I need to get my suite. I was on the world feed there, and they've just switched over to Menchik against Jarry.
Have they done that? Have they really done this to us? I mean, I don't blame them, but
no. But you can. There's a Louis Armstrong feed, like a dedicated one. So I'm gonna switch to that right now. Yeah. So you can find that. So it's Shibahara to serve in this second set, and she takes first serve. It goes in, and she wins the point. So that's 15-love to start off for Shibahara in this second set. Let's see if she can actually turn things around. You managed to get
just
it?
navigating this site for the first time that I've had access to for at least 2 or 3 years, according to my phone contract. It's quite user friendly, actually.
Yeah. Oh, looked like a decent backhand up the line there, but yeah, the net cord got in the way and ball dropped
Hit the
away.
net cord, bounced up, and bounced the wrong side.
I hope you're drinking an Asahi there.
Well, I mean, if I was going to drink a Shibahara local, it would probably be a Bud or something like that. But
that's a reference to Shibahara having grown up in the US and California. Oh, double fault there. And Shibahara's body language is saying...
It's not positive, is it?
No, yeah, it's giving... I'm really doing terribly today, and it's not getting any better.
Yeah.
Well, good first serve. Oh, dear. Yeah, that was a backhand. You know, that was just completely unforced. That's just, I mean, it's got to come
all of these 3 points have been. Raducanu hasn't had to do a thing this game, and she's at 1540.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Another wide serve.
Well, that was better.
It was much better.
Yeah, great 1-2. I mean, that's the kind of forehand that she was hitting so well when she, was rising up the rankings last year. I mean, she was started the year, I think, because she mostly played doubles outside the top 500 and then moved up to like near the top 100. So,
right. So she started the year playing like ITF 35s and things like that. It was.
Oh, wow. That must have been right near the line or on the line.
It was very close. No
Fair play to her, though.
Yeah,
I mean, it's automatic line calling, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So, yeah, that doesn't really stop people from complaining.
It's just, this is true. I'm sure John McEnroe would have complained still if he had the electronic line calling in his day.
And we're back to a forehand error.
Yeah, that's advantage now for Raducanu. Yeah, she's got to be careful here. Shibahara. Oh, wow.
That was
well. We haven't seen that so far. That was a great.
That was an Aito kind of tactic.
You mean the sudden backhand?
So, yeah.
Sudden big backhand cross court. Wow. I mean.
Yeah. Well, the sort of looping moonshot and then the big backhand across. But deuce. That's 3 saved.
Wow, that was a tremendous return there from Raducanu.
Yeah,
because it was a decent.
It was in no way a bad serve.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be one of the best aspects of her game. Raducanu is the return. Oh, yeah, and she had hit some pretty good shots there, but maybe she was felt like she was going for broke really, and unfortunately, it's a break for Raducanu. Just get up here. I mean, last year I told you I was at the US Open, and I saw even at the qualification event. And I got this video of Raducanu laughing. Yeah, it was a good moment for Shibahara, qualifying for her first major.
She made it through to the. Did she make it through to the final round of qualifications for Wimbledon this year?
Yeah, she did, and yeah, I mean, I think she likes the sort of hard courts, but she likes the quicker surfaces. I think with grass though, it's always it's unless you're like obviously very good, it's maybe not always easy for a lot of players because the grass season's so short, and before you know it, you've just basically got into the swing of it, and then it's over. And
yeah,
but perhaps another year you might see her win a few matches on the courts, on the grass courts. Raducanu is starting off where she left off, 30 love.
She really is. Of course, we've seen Raducanu a couple of times in Seoul, haven't we?
Yeah, and unfortunately, every time she came, she's actually ended up retiring.
Yeah. I saw her against Uchijima, I think it was, back a couple of years ago. I'd barely heard of Uchijima at the time, and she gave us some problems. I think we saw that marathon match against Peyton Stearns. Was it last year or the year before?
That was last year.
That was last year.
Yeah, I think that was 2 tie breaks. Peyton Stearns, who actually gave Venus Williams a great moment recently.
Right, she did, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Is it? Yeah, well, I don't know. Something to be proud of. I lost to a 45-year-old Venus Williams. How old is she?
She's older than me. So long may she continue playing, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, another great return from Emma, and she just seems to be locked in here. She wants to get off the court as quick as possible. And, well, it's probably not going to be feeling good for Shibahara at the moment, but I guess getting through the qualification and being in this first round, she gets a hefty pay packet for that. And given the way her year's gone so far, it's it's still something to be proud about, and probably should be looking forward then to the Asian swing and see what she can do there. Yeah, it's actually because we mentioned earlier about Rybakina. Yeah, it's Raducanu could face Rybakina in the 3rd round. So
3rd round, yeah,
big test for her, because I feel like with those kind of bigger hitters, bigger power players, she struggled a bit. Obviously, with Sabalenka, she's come very close, but she just hasn't been able to to get over the line with her. And but Rybakina, it's going to be interesting if they do meet. But then, another Asian player that we've been following is Janice Chen of Indonesia. Incredible rise, obviously qualifying here for the first time, starting last year in June unranked. And then she is also going to play, if she does get through her match against Kudermetova, which is later, she will play the winner of this match, which is probably Emma. So yeah, it could be an interesting one. And I think, probably Shen, if she does get...
Probably not going to be relishing that match.
No, No, and I think even Emma, if she has to play Janice Chen, it's certainly
won't be. Yeah,
a tougher test, I think, than Shibahara. Is putting up right now. So, yeah. Another decent return, but oh, Shibahara connected with the drive volley, but it goes into the net. And it's 6-1, 3-love. And I think the only thing that's going to stop Emma from taking this match now is some sort of dramatic incident or an injury. But yeah, I think it's actually.
Well,
sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I mean, I was going to say from obviously from a point of view of Raducanu has always been threatening to get there. It's going to be very interesting to see what she can do with a few months of being fit, of regularly playing, getting into the groove, getting into the later stages of these tournaments, because she does have all the weapons that is there to be among what she's playing at the level that she's been playing at the past few weeks is what, top 20, top 30, even though she may not be quite there just yet in terms of the actual ranking. So it's going to be very interesting to see what she can do fully fit, getting into some momentum, some routine.
Yeah, I do feel like when she's been playing like more like a top 20 player, and she's unseeded at the moment, right? So that doesn't really help. She probably should be a player that is aiming to be seeded. And obviously when you get that seeding in a slam, you avoid more of the big names early on. So yeah, now she's going to have to play Rybakina in the. That's the potential one, but also Kudermetova.
But she could have played. Yeah, she could have played Rybakina even if she was seeded.
Yeah. But Kudermetova next. But actually, I mean, it's not too bad for her the first two rounds. But yeah, obviously, it's not ideal to play Rybakina. I see that Valentova is actually up ahead in the match, and she could play Rybakina next. So Valentova is a young Czech player, Teresa Valentova, 18 years of age. She beat Lana Tararudi in the 1-2-5 final recently, but she looked very good, very talented player. So yeah, I mean, wow, this is a good rally here between Emma and Anna. But it was, in the end, you did feel Emma was going to have too much quality, but I mean, Shibahara did well to hang in there, but yeah, in the end, Raducanu too good.
Yeah.
Of course, another Asian player up later on grandstand is Alex Ayala against the 14th seed Clara Towson. But they will play after Jakub Menchik and Nicholas Jarry, and that match is looking like it's going to go to a tiebreak. So it could be some time for any Filipino fans waiting for that match.
It's lucky it is a public holiday in the Philippines tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what Leah said, a public holiday. So yeah, I'm sure the Filipino tennis fans will be okay staying up late if they have to do that.
And for Tennis Asia, Alexander Shevchenko, not a great start against Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. Lost the first set 6-1 and is 5-love down in the second.
Well, yeah, we did sort of predict that
I think we mentioned that was a possibility yesterday.
Well, yeah, surely Davidovich was going to win, but another ace there, banged down by Raducanu out wide. So 4-love, and Shibahara is probably thinking about lunch.
Yeah.
I wonder if she will treat herself do players do that? You know, like obviously after this, you know, maybe go, well, I'm gonna go treat myself to a, you know, a nice
I
meal
don't know.
and
I always remember. I just remember when we were. I say we were lucky enough. We actually finally got an ATP event in Seoul a couple of years ago because China still wasn't open, so we got their ATP event. I remember Yoshi Nishioka ended up winning the event, and he posted a picture of himself later that evening with a very red face, and he's like, "I've allowed myself half a glass of beer for the first time in 4 months," or something like that.
That's right. Just one glass of
Just
draft
one,
beer.
yes.
Well, was it not Marat Safin? He actually drank one beer a day, apparently. Nothing more than one beer, but he would have one beer.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Or you can just be like Carlos and just win the tournament and then just go on a bender in Ibiza. Okay,
And that was a good point from
that was
Shibahara. I mean, again, using her doubles
coming
prowess,
up to
good.
the net and then the
Yeah,
cut off. Yeah.
and yeah, the nice volley to finish off, and yeah, that's maybe we would have thought we'd maybe see more of, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's not always easy as well, though, because you mean Raducanu is fairly crafty and good anticipator. Oh, let's see if Shibahara can get on the board here. Another decent rally. Oh yes, a short forehand winner there, and yeah, finally on the board. So it's only 4-1 in the second set. Perhaps she can get.
So we don't know what's for lunch, but it's not bagels.
Well, it might be though. I mean, it could still. Oh, sorry. Yeah, not a bagel. Yeah, you're right. It will be, but it could be a breadstick.
A breadstick, yeah.
Could be two breadsticks. Sorry, yeah. Could be still some form of bakery product.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's Menchik up 1-love in the tiebreak, ongoing right now. Opening up on Arthur Ashe soon will be Ben Shelton against Ignacio. What's his name? Booze? Buse? I don't know the
Yeah.
man's name. From Peru. Not a whole host of Peruvians on the tour, but here we go. He actually beat Rei Sakamoto in the qualification.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Rei get through, especially after he came back so well in that first round. Rei Sakamoto, he's a big character, and yeah, but also definitely got a lot of potential, and also quite physically imposing, which is 6'4", I think he is. I did that interview with Roh Young, the Korean player who.
Oh yeah.
He trained with. They were both at IMG Academy, so he was with Rei Sakamoto, and he was telling me that he looks up to Rei because he obviously he's won 2 challenger titles. He's doing well for only 19, and he says that Rei worked really hard at IMG, and he thinks that's why he's doing so well now. He said that he worked really hard, so that was really interesting to hear because it's not always about talent, right? I mean, hard work does pay off, and there's no doubt that always the players that do make it to the top, they do have talent, but they absolutely work hard.
Sure, yeah. The talent is a prerequisite, but it can be wasted.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to college in America, is that right?
Roh Young, yeah, he's at Vanderbilt University in Tennessee. Shibahara's got a point here, though. It's love 15 on the Raducanu serve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit late as
loose on the backhand there. It was a chance as well. It was a second serve. Raducanu again messed up the ball toss on the second serve, but just a loose backhand went long.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of the credit has to go to Emma here because she's seeing the ball so well, and she's sort of, hitting with a pace of an elite player, really. I mean, I was saying, like, obviously she won that practice set 6-1 against Sabalenka. Obviously, you have to be playing well to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And even if it's a practice set, yeah. So it's maybe taken Shibahara a bit of time to sort of just to get used to that, as well as maybe feeling some nerves. Oh. Wow, so that was well done, I thought, from Shibahara. She just managed to hang in there.
Yeah.
Going for the slice there, sort of.
And then, I mean, I don't know. Does that go down as an unforced error from Emma there? And the
I
court
mean, it was
kind of open.
somewhat forced, isn't it? Because I thought of,
Yeah.
Shibahara's ball was maybe a little bit unexpected. But I mean, I guess that's the weird thing about tennis is how do you judge that? That's sort of
Yeah.
someone has to make that stat.
They do, and that well, same in baseball as to what's an error, etc., and what's a hit.
Oh, well done, Shibahara.
That
She
was
came in
better,
there,
yeah.
opening up the court with the angle, and then coming and finishing it off with the little drop volley at the net, and she has another break point. Oh, yes. So 30-40. Let's see how Emma responds here. Oh, she's checking her ball toss.
Again, she's doing that whenever the sun comes out. So I'm guessing where at the end she's at is she's facing the sun.
That's not that much help then.
No.
Oh, the error there from Shibahara, and yeah, not easy. I mean, obviously, but you've got to try and not make an error. Wow, look at the stat there: 30 unforced errors to 5.
Wow.
It doesn't feel. Has it been? Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it has been a lot of errors, but it's surprising that it's 30.
Well, is it? I mean,
Yeah.
we have pretty much said it. It's again, what is the definition of an unforced error?
Yeah, Emma did well to sort of make that difficult for her, but
Did,
obviously
yeah.
Shibahara could have finished it off there, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, should have. Yeah. I mean that's 31.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to work hard to beat Emma right now. She's looking strong.
Yeah.
That first serve was quite far wide from Emma. Let's see if Shibahara's waiting to receive in an anticipation, eager.
That was the kind of first serve you'd expect from Ostapenko when things are not going well.
Yeah, that was a decent, well-placed return. Didn't have to go for too much there, and brings it to juice. Yeah, another first serve missed. Let's see if Shibahara can repeat that return. She does make it. Oh, it was well dealt with by Raducanu, and Shibahara's ball goes long. So advantage Raducanu. Is that Evilise watching on there? Is that Evilise behind him? Looked like Evilise.
So let me just go back. Oh, in with the lanyard and the.
Yeah, just behind
Might be
the coach there.
behind the lady in red.
No, it was error there. So yeah, 5-1. So Shibahara looking now to avoid the double breadstick. I remember last year when I managed to get into the stadium just below that big screen there you see, and we got in there for the match Osaka against Ostapenko, which Osaka won.
Oh, okay. Right.
But yeah, she won. That was the first round, and then she lost, I think, in the second round. She had a particularly interesting outfit that time. Oh. Yeah, that forehand again. It's a pretty nice shot when it's working well.
I was just say, was that long? Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah, definitely long.
It was a chase close call. On the replay, it didn't look like it was a close call.
Yeah. Oh, good serve from Shibahara, but
yeah, that's
it was returned, but oh, she just made that winner. Look at that, just
did she make
catching
it?
the
It was a
line.
winner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe a couple of millimeters.
Even the score was very slow updating there because good serve.
Well, she
Goes to
deserves
the
a bit of
net,
luck,
puts
I
it
think.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, she's hanging in there. So yeah, as I said, definitely not giving up here. She's still going for it, which is admirable. I mean, you never know in tennis, things can suddenly swing in momentum, so you just got to keep going. It's the US Open after all. And obviously, you want to avoid that breadstick again.
Yeah. Win this game, you take the game time to over an hour, but you don't do it by double faulting halfway down the net. Good serve.
Yeah, good serve, and she gets another game on the board, so it's 5-2, Raducanu. Let's see then if she can make Emma work and create a bit of pressure.
Takes the match into a
Menchik.
second hour as well. Losing it within minutes rather than hours is never a good thing, obviously.
Yeah, Jakub Menchik took the first set tiebreak on grandstand, 7-5 in the tiebreak. It could be a long one, that match. So maybe you can, if you need it, Filipino fans, you can maybe take a little nap after this. And maybe then Alex will be ready to take to the court. Yeah, no doubles yet. Doubles will be starting in a few days. I don't know if Shibahara's playing in the doubles. She might be.
Does she still regularly play doubles?
Yeah, she's still playing some doubles. So
with a same old partner.
No, I mean in Cincinnati she played with Shea Su Wei.
Oh, okay.
So she's playing with occasional doubles. She actually did play with her old partner in Wimbledon. So, but she seems to be just switching up, I guess, based on the circumstances. So it's maybe less of a priority, but yeah, she's still playing the doubles.
Mm.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean she's got to kind of go for it right anyway. She's got to.
Yeah. And that almost hit the line, just the wrong side.
Yeah. 15 love to Raducanu.
And the match has ticked over to 1 hour in terms of duration.
Job done.
And another dodgy ball toss from Raducanu there.
Yeah. Oh.
So it wasn't the sun because it's both ends.
Oh my! Wow, that was an awkward one for Raducanu to deal with, and
yeah,
I was surprised she got that ball over.
She got it over. She got it over in a very awkward way as well, which had
because this ball comes back.
Yeah, she wasn't able to get it back.
Yeah, because her balance is moving back, right? So.
And the ball toss again.
Whoa. Could be a tactic.
Some
really
people deserve a great return and match point.
Yeah.
Three of them.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah, 3 match points, but it will be a second serve now for Raducanu. Oh, the big forehand goes wide, and that's after decent rally, but that was very much the sort of the story of the match, to be honest. And
it was,
disappointment there for Shibahara. Nice handshake there, but it's a deserved win for Emma Raducanu, 6-1, 6-2, and she's looking strong, and she's a big smile there from the Brit. So, yeah, disappointing, obviously, from the Tennis Asia perspective, the Japanese fans, for Shibahara fans, but nonetheless, I guess it was a positive, week having come through quali so well, and Shibahara waves to the crowd there. Raducanu's giving her some applause as well, but yeah, I guess it went more or less how we expected this to go, and yeah, I think Shibahara was, she, to her credit, was trying to do things a bit differently. She worked her way into the game, but yeah, just too many errors in the end, really.
Yeah, 30. Well, what was the final unforced error count? Well,
yeah, it must have been 35 or something, right?
Yeah. But yeah, Emma looking very, very solid. First win for her at Flushing Meadows since 2001, and could be a very interesting next couple of rounds coming up, especially the winner against the winner of Kudermetova and Janice Chen, which will be a little bit later on.
Yeah, and obviously you can see the score there. You maybe can see some of the stats on the screen. So Shibahara only created 1 break point, couldn't take it. 4 out of 7 for Emma. Overall points 57 to 30. Yeah, it's feels like a fair reflection of the match. And yeah, 6-1, 6-2. And that means Emma will go on to play either the winner of Janice Chen and Kudermetova. Yeah, that I do feel like that could be an upset, and that Janice Chen could be the opponent that she does face. We'll have to wait and see. They're going to be playing later, are they not?
I think so. Emma saying some very nice words about Ina in her interview, saying that she played some balls she wasn't expected, balls to the baseline which were just dropping in that she wasn't expecting to drop in, and how she knows all about coming through qualifying at the US Open as well, which I thought was a nice touch.
Yeah, she does know about it.
She does indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Janice Chen, the Indonesian, or Veronika Kudermetova that she'll have to play. Not Polina Kudermetova, there's another one in the draw.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely think unfortunately won't be able to do the live stream for Chen against Kudermetova. That's going to be on court 13 at, well, it's going to be 2 a.m. soon here in Seoul. Yeah, that's going to be what time? In about 1 p.m. right in New York. So yeah, I'm sure a lot.
Sorry, they just asked Emma what she was going to do after this. So she says she's going to the Frick collection at the MoMA. So I don't know what that is, but that's what she's going to do. So sorry, come again with that one.
Yeah, just obviously Janice Chen, the qualifier, another qualifier from Indonesia. She is playing 24th seed for Kudermetova, Veronika Kudermetova, and yeah, I just think that's got upset alert on it, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But unfortunately, we can't do the live stream. But potentially, it could be Janice Chen against Raducanu, and if that is the case, then perhaps we can bring you that live stream. So if you want to see Janice Chen against Raducanu, then let's try and will that into existence, and it might happen.
Indeed.
Yeah, and of course the other match, big Tennis Asia match later is Iala against Clara Towson. Yeah, again we can't bring you the live stream or live watch along for that, but if Iala does get through, look out for a potential late night stream for us. Yeah, we'll see what time that match is on. It's absolutely horrible for us in Asia, but thanks for watching, especially if you are watching from Asia. And yeah, thanks for joining as well, Alistair. Hope to have you on more streams. And yeah, see you later.
Always a pleasure.